Terry Anderson, a U.S. journalist who was held captive for nearly 7 years during Lebanon's civil war, died at the age of 76. Anderson was the Associated Press's chief Middle East correspondent when he was kidnapped by Islamist terrorists in 1985, resulting in the Lebanon hostage crisis. His daughter confirmed that he died on Sunday at his home in Greenwood Lake, New York. Suleim Anderson stated that he had found serenity in recent years following the ordeal. He never liked to be called a hero, but that's what everyone persisted in calling him, she went on to say. My father's life was marked by extreme suffering during his time as a hostage in captivity, but he has recently found a quiet, comfortable peace. I know he would choose to be remembered not by his very worst experience, but through his humanitarian work with the Vietnam Children's Fund, the Committee to Protect Journalists, Homeless Veterans and many other incredible causes. Louis Bocardi, who led the Associated Press during Anderson's detention, was one among many who remembered him as a hero. The word, hero, gets tossed around a lot, but applying it to Terry Anderson just enhances it, said Mr. Bocardi. Anderson was taken in Beirut on March 16, 1985. He'd just finished playing tennis when gunmen dragged him into a car and drove off. His sister, Peggy Say, who died in 2015, was a staunch campaigner for her brothers and other hostages' liberation. The majority of the more than 100 people detained between 1982 and 1992 came from the United States and Western Europe, including Church of England ambassador Terry Waite, who was kidnapped by the gang holding Anderson when negotiations broke down on January 20, 1987. Waite was released in 1991, after 1,763 days. Waite spent much of his time in solitary confinement, shackled to a radiator, beaten, and subjected to mock executions. During his seclusion, Anderson used to tap on the walls between their cells to inform Waite about what was going on outside. Anderson was finally released in 1991, after the Civil War finished. He initially encountered his daughter, who was born shortly after his kidnapping, when she was 6 years old. After being released, Anderson taught journalism at many U.S. institutions, including Columbia University in New York, before retiring in 2015. He also penned the best-selling memoirs Den of Lions, which detailed his experience in captivity.